Yo, yo, yo. Hold on, let me turn this on. Alright, there we go. So if you can't tell by this fine dandy screen here, we're doing Half-Life 2, specifically Episode 2. You can even see part of the S here got cut off. And the D. I don't know why that is, but anyways. We're doing Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and I'm going to adjust the volume just slightly so it can be a little quieter. But the idea is, if you haven't played Half-Life 2 Episode 1 or just Half-Life 2 in general, it would be in your best interest maybe not to watch this video, because I'm just going to go through this, and I'm going to do one of the achievements in one of the harder ones called like Take Me to the Moon or something, and I'll explain that along the way. But yeah, this is spoilers for Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and Half-Life 2. This is the third installment to the series, of the Half-Life 2 series. And the last series. Also, I have closed captioning on, so you're going to see a lot of weird things in the bottom left corner. So this is right after Half-Life 2 Episode 1. Where basically just giant explosion happened, and we're gonna just try and get through this as best as we can. The game tries to teach you the tutorials just in case you haven't actually played the first 2 episodes, which is nice. But I think the first 2 episodes, you have the second game is a requirement. There's Alex, our companion Alex. Hey there.
Oh, Gordon, thank God you're okay. Hold on a sec. I'll get you out of there.
This is the Source 1 engine. It looks pretty well done, honestly, but like you can see some age on it. But anyways,
Let's hope this
I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to just do the run through. So this is I've played Half-Life 2, I've played Episode 1, I've played Episode 2. I've done this achievement before, back when I was younger, a couple years ago probably. It's fun.
Wow.
Really good time, but really difficult also.
This thing has.
Yep.
Here, you take the gravity gun.
So this is our, if you don't know about this,
Than I am.
this is our good friend, the gravity gun.
Well, you couldn't find
We're
you.
allowed to lift stuff up and shoot it around.
I know. I shouldn't have worried.
Yeah, Alex, stupid
Well, we
idiot.
should keep moving. I'm sure
Let's
the
go.
Combine haven't forgotten about us.
This is our OP weapon.
A few minutes ago.
If we actually played Episode 1, we'd actually use this a lot more for an achievement. So they also have chapters on the bottom of the screen called To the White Forest and everything. Not important. How do I get through here? Oh wait, we have to wait for the cutscene to happen, sort of. So I know what's happening in this game. I'm not gonna try and like beat around the bush, be like, oh wow, what a shocker.
Oh my God.
This is fun.
The Citadel.
We were at the Citadel in Episode 1.
Happening?
Look at that portal in the sky. Portal store. Yeah. All right. That opened up this area, so we're not gonna go through here. By Alex. A sprint on. Oh, that's gonna get annoying, isn't it? Oh well. I'll fix it later. But for right now, I'm just gonna do 30 minutes. It's late at night, so I don't want to be too loud. But I can also pick up items and like little stuff like that with my gun. There's an antlion right there. That's nice. So the achievement is we're gonna pick up.
Okay.
Yes, Alex. We're gonna pick up a gun. We're gonna pick up a little gnome friend of ours. It's a lawn ornament. It's hard to explain, but I'll show you when it comes up. Hey, look, there's some antlions in the future, in the distance.
The rebels use this place.
Yeah, get out of here. I'll turn closed captioning off. That's kind of dumb. I'm not explaining a whole lot. I'm sorry. I'll try and keep subtitles dialogue only. I'll try and fix that. This game was supposed to be like, there was supposed to be supposedly a Half-Life 2 Episode 3 to this game. Let me see if I can hit you. But it just, oh, I haven't played this in a while. It's just, this was the last one to come out. Whenever this came out, it was like 2006 maybe. I don't remember. There aren't as many achievements, and the game isn't as long as the original Half-Life 2. Half-Life episode 1 and episode 2 combined probably are like half the length. They're still good games in their own right. Some properties of... Oh, Jesus. Hey, buddy. So, zombies. The head crabs take on the people. These guys with the suits on them, they'll have grenades. I just kind of want to run away from them for right now. And then pick this up. We're about to pick up our friend, by the way. His name is Gnome Chomsky. Hey, buddy. So Gnome Chomsky is our friend. Our goal is to take him through the entire game, and we're gonna put him inside of a rocket at the end of the game. That's kind of it. That's the achievement. Gnome Chomsky's a running gag in some Valve games, like in Left 4 Dead 2. He's in there, and he's actually another achievement. We're gonna take him through the rest of the game. Sorry, I have to go. Yeah. Oh, she's gotta jump up here, and she's gonna have a cord fall down. I just gotta put it in here. And then we're gonna talk for some blah blah blah. Kleiner is gonna talk on here. Kleiner is the character in this story who's just a really finicky guy. There. Yep. There's Kleiner's a finicky guy who's a scientist, but that doesn't matter. We're just gonna talk to him for a little bit.
Not sure what I did, but it worked.
I'm glad, Alex. So it's important that at regular intervals I make sure our friend here is, you know, actually here. If he disappears for whatever reason, I have to kind of reload a save because he has to be with me the entire time. It's quite a handful sometimes. There's Kleiner, and then there's Alex's dad right here.
Alex, thank God. I can hardly believe it.
Don't worry, Dad. We're fine.
Yeah, leave us alone.
Oh yes, we've been monitoring the situation.
So I'm gonna mute that out. What basically happened during the first episode 1, was that we had to stop the Citadel because he can be destroyed. He cannot be destroyed, by the way. The Citadel was going to blow up anyways, but we kind of did it prematurely to mess with people. The Citadel was originally used as a portal to bring aliens in through it, like the Combine. And yeah, that's it. They were gonna blow it up because they were kind of sick of this planet anyways, I think. But we were like, hey, let's do it ourselves. Because we were inside the Citadel. For some reason, I can't. It's been a long time to play this. I played it on the orange box on the Xbox 360, which is a really nice game. I love this guy, by the way. He's so cute. The exact same model for him shows up in Left 4 Dead 2. It's not like a different guy that looks the same, but it's the exact same model and everything. All the way down to that little tiny chip in his cap. So I can use him to shoot at people. I'd rather not, because there's a chance he might like go through a wall, or he might honestly just disappear. Very uncommon, but they're talking about a missile, by the way. That's the missile this guy's going into. It's very uncommon that it'll go through walls, but because of the game's physics and the polygons and everything, blah blah blah, we just got to make sure he doesn't disappear. That's all we got to worry about. That'll make some parts of the stage harder because we have like cars and everything, and there's no place to put him. We just have to like throw him into the car and hopefully he stays.
Come on, this way.
So I gotta go find a gun. That didn't break it. Gnome, there you are, buddy. Get out of there. Are you gonna shoot? Alex. Alex, I don't have a gun. Alex, please. Alex. Oh, no. So, okay, he's dead. I don't have a gun right now. I just kind of have to, get out of my way. Shoot. I have to kind of just let her shoot things. That'll change very quickly. But for right now, I have this gravity gun, which is amazing, but I can't use it. Alright, I need to turn on a light. How do I activate this again? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna try and set this up right. There's a cutscene, an actual cutscene that happens where I'm rendered mobile. But if I put our little friend here in the right position, he'll be there the entire cutscene. I think they'll clip through him because he's not supposed to be there. But also, hey, look at that.
What was that?
That's a new enemy. I believe they're called, for this game specifically, they're called hunters. They are very lethal creatures. They can like mess you up real bad. All right, I'm gonna put you right. Put you right here, buddy. Oh no, misclicked. I misclicked. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. All right, all right, all right. Shut up, Alex. I'm busy. Right there. Okay, so he should be here during the cutscene. I gotta save. This is gonna be a recurring thing. Saving's very quick because it's I have a moderate PC and this game is made for really low-end PCs at the time. I gotta go inside and activate a thing. And I'll start crawling out of there, and then a cutscene will happen. Sorry, that's kind of, you shouldn't know that. I shouldn't tell you, but whatever. You'll figure it out in like 5 seconds, anyways. So I'm gonna activate this. Guy's up there. Now I gotta like that. Oh, jeez. So the hunters are kind of malicious creatures that are very lethal. So I just gotta keep an eye out for them.
Oh my god.
Help him! Help her! Help her! Sorry, it's supposed to be super serious. You're supposed to have a sort of relationship with Alex. There's an antlion. So this guy we're about to see right now, that guy on the right, his name is a Vortigaunt. Vortigaunt is basically an alien species that was an enemy in Half-Life 1. What are you doing? Oh, it's because the gnome is in the way. But the Vortigaunts are our friends in Half-Life 2 because we freed them from their slave encapturement. Long story. Also, the gnome's name, his name is Gnome Chomsky, which is a reference to like a celebrity, I believe.
I am pleased to see at least you are unharmed. But the Alex fans.
Sorry, I'm taking a drink.
Condition is grave.
So yeah, Alex just got impaled and stomped on. And I just need to pick up my dear close friend.
More than I alone can conjure.
So he's basically saying, right, he's gonna go get his friends to help him heal Alex because she's needed. That's a weird sound he makes. I'll at times I will throw Gnome Chomsky to get him away from me. But for the majority of it, I just don't. He'll be fine. I'll be fine holding on to him. I'm tossing stuff around just because. All right, Gnome, do not clip through the ground. So I was supposed to come down here. I just kind of cut a few cutscenes, and the game's smart enough to know, like, yeah, he doesn't care. Just let him keep going. I still have no access to a gun, but I've got my gnome, and at very critical situations, I can pick him up. Those blue things I've been picking up are, like, energy. They're like armor. So I have health and I have armor. Health is green, armor is blue. Okay. It does that sometimes, too. Breakthrough. I can't activate doors when I'm holding on to Mr. Chomsky. There are also times where I can leave Gnome Chomsky in a certain spot because I know I'll be going back to that spot, like that time there when I just left him in front of that thing for the cutscene. Okay, I'm just making sure that Mr. Chomsky doesn't. Okay, we're good. See, his name's Gnome Chomsky. It's supposed to be in relation to like another small, like a little, I guess, little person technically. Is this? Oh crap! I know what I'm doing, but there are some secrets that I can't exactly remember. I'm sorry if I'm dilly-dallying. Pardon me. I'm gonna go jump off here for a second. There we go. So I might go ahead and make a do a series on Half-Life 2 Episode 1, which is before this, where I do an achievement which is basically... I'm gonna take damage from this. Okay. The achievement is to only ever shoot one bullet, and it's for a lock on a door. You need to grab something. And the rest of the game, you just use your grab gun or grenades or rocket launchers, because those all legit count. Ah, crap. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really not... I'm probably going to fast forward at this point. There we go. It's important that I don't die. That's it. I mean, it's fine if I do, but yeah, antlines don't like me right now. There should be... Oh, they took the stuff out of the box, okay. There's not a whole lot to say. Like I said, I played this on the orange box back when it came out. The orange box was a collection of Valve games that had Team Fortress 2, which you shouldn't play on the Xbox 360 because it's dumb. It had Half-Life 2, specifically Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. It had Portal 2, and that was it. Half-Life 2, Team Fortress had online capabilities, but I don't think the other ones did. I could be wrong. There's a lot of scenarios where I could... Hey. Okay, Gnome, sit here. Oh, crap, he's hiding behind that. Don't worry, they look ugly, but they're completely fine. Those head crabs. There are two types of head crabs. One head crab will one head crab does... Uh-oh, stick with me now. One head crab will just hurt you. The other one actually does poison lethal damage that can kill you. There's an achievement for not killing all these grubs. I don't care, but it's important to know that grubs hold these green little balls in them, and those balls are health. I can also only hold up Gnome Chomsky with the grab gun. Attempting to use your hands or anything just won't work. So I'm doing this for a while now, just going around looking at the scenery. I have to go re-find the Vortigaunt and Alex, who are just longer along. They took their own secret path, which is apparently easier because there's considerably less antlions and maggots and everything. The health only heals like 1 or 2. Speaking of antlions, here I am. I think there's acid antlines too. They're like, yeah, these ones spit acid, and I just gotta keep an eye out for them. So the acid ones, my suit will actually heal itself automatically. I got an achievement for that. I don't care. Acid reflex. Anytime I get poisoned or acidified, my suit actually has a built-in anti-neurotoxin, which will basically make it so that I regain health back. That's it. That's all it does. It's only in cases of poison, though. If I take normal damage, I'll just still lose it. There's actually a strategy at times where I'll go ahead and people will go ahead and take poison damage because they'll actually at times heal more than they actually had health to begin with. So like someone will have like 10 health and then they get poisoned. The suit will heal them. They'll gain like 30 extra points out of nowhere. It's supposed to be that you're only supposed to gain as much as you lost, but there are loopholes. The game, it's not a perfect game. I could go. Can I go in there? I think I can. No, I can't. Oh well. There's probably another pathway in there. Actually, yeah, there should be another path. That's actually a way out, I think. So as long as I just follow this path and this routine, I should be fine. Oh god, get out of here. There you go, Gnome. Also, the game has it where it's if he's not on the ground or anything, Gnome Chomsky is automatically redirected to look at you, meaning that he's always looking at you whenever you pick him up. Come on, get out of here. A lot of small stuff, but it's interesting small stuff, I'd say. You stay up there. I need to pick up that. Okay, Gnome Chomsky on me. So, when you pick up a weapon, when you pick up something from... When you pick up something from far away, it has a bit of a drag to it. So if I pick up Gnome Chomsky like this, he'll come to me, but he comes very slowly. Yeah, I gotta keep out of them. Also, I was referring to the maggot achievement where you kill all the maggots. There's like 300 of these bad boys. I've tried it multiple times, but I'm always short by like 3. And I think it's like a secret set of 3 that I just don't know where they are. This part of the game, I just kind of have to not get hit. I can drop Gnome Chomsky in locations I know where he'll be, just to take care of issues. Like that. Also on screen, these 2 bars, the yellow bars, the one on the right is my health. It'll tell me how much health I have, even though there's a health indicator at the bottom left. And the one at the right is my ammo at the current moment, meaning that that's how much ammo I have in my gun before I have to reload. This is an ammo cache down here. The idea is that there's actually a certain number of ammo caches, and if I unlock all of them I get an achievement. I don't care, but I'm gonna grab as many as I can anyways, because they always have stuff like health and ammo in them. So I believe we go down here next. A lot of times I'm gonna have to drop. I forgot that antlions don't like water. There you go. Fun fact, in Half-Life 2 originally, your auxiliary power, like this, with your oxygen, it was also the same as your sprint, meaning if you ran and you went into water, you had less time to breathe. So these guys are just kind of weird. I'm gonna shoot them. They're grabbers, they just kind of pull you up. Sometimes they'll have interesting stuff in them, but for the most time, they just are nuisances. So I need to avoid these tethers because they're very adhesive. They'll just stick me up like that. Watch that line go up. That was going up too. They can't fight back at all. Yeah, these guys are disgusting. Sorry you had to see that. I know some people are a little squeamish of visceral stuff, but that's life. Also, here you go, buddy. If they don't like something when they eat it, they just drop it. Bye, Chomsky. Yeah, he wasn't a fan of that. So he'll drop his tongue back down and attempt to eat something else. I always think of it as like human fly traps. So you can drop random garbage like that. See, look at him go. It's easy to distract him. There's some points in the game where they'll give you an explosive device. You can just throw it on one of the tethers, and just shoot it afterwards, and it's like an achievement. It's like, oh, there you are. So suit damage. I'll explain that since I took like 2 hits. Suit damage basically is a lot better than like armor in most games. It heals you, it covers you completely. So yeah, they're all just kind of not very smart creatures. They got a lot of herd mentality going on here. Also, the acid can't go underwater and hit me. I can't shoot underwater, by the way. Jesus, that's scary. He was just looking at me. He's like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna keep going forward. over here, if I'm right. No? Maybe there's... Oh, it's a path over here. This is a long part of the game. What? Get back here. Go on, shoo. I can push objects like Gnome, Chomsky. I'll just call him Gnome for short. I guess a fun fact about... Where are you going? Fun fact about garden gnomes. A lot of people... A lot of folklore talks about garden gnomes. Some in America talk about like how they're safe guardians of gardens and land and everything. But in like German folklore, gnomes are more notorious for being just... Kill his own child, I think. Come on. Like I was saying, gnomes are meant to be more, like, mischievous. So they'll do stuff like steal food from you if you have your house open. They do just a lot of crazy stuff. And specifically German folklore. I mean, Germans have a lot of weird stuff going on, but specifically with gnomes. There you are. I mean, I'm assuming this guy's pretty nice. I don't see anything wrong with him. Not sure why we're sending off to space. That's just an achievement. It's just to let you know that you were able to take an inanimate object through a game. Oh, it's loading. Okay, there we go. An inanimate object through the game. The Vortal Coil is the name of the chapter. And just bring it to the end with you. Here you go. Hey, buddy.
You idiot. That's Gordon Freeman.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold him right here. This is a nice part of the game where I gotta do some garbage. I gotta protect the world. I gotta protect all of these guys from antlions.
The Alex Vance clings to the margins.
Yeah.
My kin are still some distance away. For now, we must not be disturbed.
Yeah, well, about that. As long as you're down here, maybe you can give us a hand. Let me show you how the antlion systems work.
There you go.
Some supplies over
So they're talking. There's gonna be a bunch of waves of antlions that come around, and we're just gonna have a fun time messing with them. But I can pick these up. These are landmines. They're called hoppers. With my grav gun. They're called hoppers because when they activate, they fly into the air and then explode like a bouncing Betty. I'll call it an episode after this. This may take me like 15 minutes or so. Not a fan of 45-minute episodes, but because people don't watch them. But I'll just give it a try. I mean, this is a long game, anyways. I'm not trying to sound pessimistic. I'll play whatever for whatever reason because I'm having fun. But not as many people are interested in the longer videos. What's up?
This sensor will light up if an antlion's coming down this tunnel. More lights mean more antlions. When a tunnel lights up, we move a few turrets in front of it.
This is a
Very
turret.
simple, eh, Doc?
Hey, Doc. On your way here, you weren't followed, were you?
Don't listen to him, Doc. We're on edge because this place is riddled with antlions.
The board says as long as we don't step on their grubs, they shouldn't hear us this far from the nest.
Yeah, well, that's a theory I'd rather not test. We're down to our last two turrets, and even these are held together by baling wire and duct tape at this point. Nice to have them in a pinch, but I wouldn't exactly trust them with my life. Hey, Griggs, you might want to show Dr. Freeman where we keep the supplies, huh?
Oh, yeah. Down there by the board. Everything you need for Doc. They're coming. One life.
Let's move. We have to defend the board.
So basically, it's gonna be like this, where it... As I was saying... So yeah, these are turrets that just basically zone in on whatever. Sorry if I'm talking a little close to the mic. They're gonna blow up eventually because, well, because they do.
Over here, Shackley.
We got the breach.
We'll be okay as long as they stick to one tunnel.
Dr. Freeman, you
They're
take
not
care of
going
the
to.
turrets.
So it's gonna try and look at that. If it's upside down, it'll reassess itself basically, and flip itself back upside down.
I reload. No offense, Freeman, but things were pretty quiet until you showed up.
Yeah, I can leave. Does that make you feel better?
Swarm at 24!
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so this one's gonna take a little bit more finessing because I gotta grab the second turret, but this one's gonna have to do for now. So I sort of pre-planned some hoppers in certain mines, just because I know it's gonna happen to an extent. I don't know like exactly where they're gonna come from or everything, but it's good to have at least one hopper per mine for right now. You can also just throw these hoppers directly at an enemy and it'll blow up. It's pretty funny, actually.
You handle 12, Doc.
Alright, so they're basically saying
How about you try to get it off?
they're letting me just take care of shit. Come on, no. Redirect yourself. There you go. So I'm taking care of this one by myself, and they're taking care of that one. So this is where it's going to start to get more interesting. I've never had these guys die on me before, but
What?
Forget it.
it's really funny.
We got the breach. Hey, Doc,
Okay,
you
so
cover 24.
here's where things get interesting. I'm going to hold the turrets. I went here, and I'm going to independently hold 12 by myself. Real nice there, Doc. Real nice. Real helpful. Can I
Got 10!
Yeah, well, we all got 10. There's hundreds of them.
So this is where things are going to get interesting.
Hey, Doc, you cover the breach.
They're at 12!
We got 24.
They want me to cover this one. So I gotta get creative now. So that one's about to go on fire now.
Look out!
Is it going on fire? Come on, go on fire.
There can't be many more.
Because they're gonna just, one of them's about to go on fire and explode.
Think that. We got 12.
Incoming at 36. And the breach. And 24.
So now,
They're coming from everywhere.
yeah, now it's time to get a little weird about this. Here we go. Ready? Big boys don't surrender. Okay, now.
That nest must be bigger than we thought.
So this game's on normal difficulty, by the way. Thought I'd mention that now. Easy, medium, hard difficulty.
Can't hold out much longer.
We'll take 36.
Got to watch all the tunnels, Freeman.
Right.
Hey, guys.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, that one's on fire now. Oh, is this turret bro? Oh, yep, there it is. We're out of turrets, boys. Yeah, they have generic voice lines if they get attacked. They're like, no! Ah! Alright, boys. This is where things get funny.
3 lights. We got 3 lights.
Why are there so many? I think we misunderestimated.
I think you underestimated. I'm ready. Set. Go.
Get ready. Oh God! Get ready. 3 lights. This is gonna be bad.
I called it too early. Oh! And look, here it is, the Vortigaunt brothers. So we were actually waiting for these guys.
They made it.
Because he was keeping her alive, he wasn't actually healing
I
her.
was just trying to scare you, Chef.
Are you okay, buddy? You want a snack? Refreshments? Okay, you're good.
Yet many more remain. We must attend to the Alex fans. There is no time. More at-lions approach. We shall quiet.
So yeah, there's gonna be a bunch that show up right now. Guess how many? Good answer? Best answer? All of them. I'm always ready. And that's how you clean out an infestation.
We have exhausted their immediate number. Now to the next matter of urgency.
Alright, we're gonna see a weird cutscene if you haven't played the if you haven't played the first 2 games. Oh, sorry, if you haven't played, yeah, if you haven't played any of the games, it's gonna be a weird cutscene.
Deep submersion into vortexes. Indeed, we require the larval.
Oh wait, no, that cutscene doesn't happen until afterwards. That's right.
Yes, agreed.
I will make the journey to seek the extract deep within the nest, in the sacred nectarium. But I cannot hope to bring it back alone.
We must remain to keep the Alex Vance alive. Please, Freeman, join me. Yes, take yes. There is no finer companion. Well stated.
So yeah, so we'll call it an episode here. I believe you can keep Gnome Chomsky here, and it'll be fine.
Doc, follow the fort.
But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just take it with me, just in case. Alright, so as soon as we just hit this wall here, I'll save. Alright, so I'm liking the progress so far. That's kind of it. You're hearing that sound effect because Vorgon's charging up the thing, even though it's paused. Charging up the power to the left, the battery. Anyways, if you could like this, just let me know. If you don't, I'll try and make it quick anyways. This is a good, fun challenge. Something I've done before, but it's interesting to show people how it's done. This little guy is just going to be our companion for the rest of the game. And that's it. So yeah, I hope you guys take care.